will you tell
my they lie? Guy, lie. See, there's no violin is harder to learn than the keyboard. Violin is harder than keyboard.
No, the keyboard has.
There's nothing you say.
64 notes. 64 notes.
Violin has 2 billion notes. You know, see how many billion notes? Look at this string. Look at this string. All these places that you are seeing is note.
Yes. How many notes? How many notes?
And each string has a very unique sound.
Each keyboard also has a very unique sound.
Let me just tell you. See, violin is harder than keyboard.
Keyboard is harder to learn and play than the
It's the life. Hi guys, today I'm with Eldan Keys. They used to like oppressing us.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be doing a debate between the violin and the keyboard or the piano. Which one is harder to learn and which one is harder to play?
Yeah, let's go guys.
So I'll be going first. So, hello debaters, my fellow timekeepers. I greet you all. And I've come to support. I'm talking. So I've come to support the motion that says violin is more harder to learn and play than the keyboard. Why? Number one, when you carry the violin, you will not be able to produce any sound if you are a learner. In fact, it will take you like 3 to 4 months before you can be able to produce a good sound on the violin. But the keyboard, even if they give it to my son that I've not married and he just touch it, it's going to produce sound. Two, on the violin, you are doing 2 different things. Number one, you are using your bow to play, and you're also using your left hand, or either if you are a right-handed person, to also play the notes. And now you don't only just play on the violin with just the catching the notes. You need to slow, you need to vibrate, sometimes you need to play double stops. Now on the bow, if you are an orchestral musician, there are markings that you need to do. There is where you need to go up bow, down bow. There is where you need to maintain one bow pattern on 3 to 4 notes. So how can you tell me that the violin, that the keyboard is harder to learn than the violin, or harder to play than the violin? Is it right? It's not even. The violin is 100 times harder. Okay. Then on the keyboard, what you need to learn is to know how to catch chord. In fact, what am I even saying? All these people that know how to play all these highlight people, they only have one pattern of play. If you are even playing if you are an orchestral keyboardist, what you are playing on the keyboard, the other people that are playing strings, are playing bars, are also doing your work for you. So you are just there just to fulfill righteousness. Go away. Then all these contemporary musicians that are playing keyboard, you don't be catching chord. You have bassists doing your work. You have violin is doing your work. You have saxophone is doing your work. You have other people doing your work. They all need to be catching chords. How will you say the keyboard is harder to learn or harder to play than the violin? So with this few point of mine, I hope I'm able to convince you.
You are confused all of us.
Not confuse you. Don't mind this boy. So let's hear from you, Dan.
So first off, I'd like to say that this is not really a debate because the keyboard is the mother instrument. When I say mother instrument, I mean the keyboard is an embodiment of every other instrument.
Sorry.
You think that's the truth? Okay, now can you find my keyboard in your violin? No, but you can find your violin in my keyboard.
Hey, that is what makes it harder,
because as a pianist, basically it's your work to know how to produce every sound that is in the piano. So I'm basically a violinist, being a pianist. I can play my violin. Yeah, I can play your violin in my piano story, right? So that's harder to learn because you have to be able to diversify. And as a pianist, he's saying you can produce sound. Even his son, like just give it to you can produce sound.
Yes,
you can produce rubbish sound. If I hold your guitar now, your violin, I can drag something and something will come out. It does
not produce any sound.
I believe it.
I've never learned any violin.
I can produce a sound.
Let me go and bring it. You don't produce sound.
I can produce a sound on the violin. I told you I can produce a sound. Is that what it sounds? That's fine. But on the piano, for you to be able to produce meaningful sound, pleasurable sound, you need to be learned. And he's saying you need at least 3 months to learn the violin. To be a professional violinist, that's what he's saying.
No, but I said to produce sound, to produce a good sound, you need at least 3 to 4 months. I did not say you need to produce professional. Even if you have been playing, you need at least 6. You need to play the violin for at least 10 years to be a professional violinist.
It's not the truth. I'm going to throw it out to you guys in the comment section. Which is the harder to learn and play? Because this is not even a debate, bro. The piano is harder. Okay, the piano has 12 keys. You have to learn anything you learn individually on every key. On the violin, one key is the same as another key. That's how the string instrument.
The violin has 12 keys, bro.
It has, but the application on all keys are the same.
It's not the same. It's the same. Okay, see. The way you change fingerings on the keyboard, that's how you change for.
It's a lie. It's a lie. You have 12 different fingerings for right hand, 12 for left hand on the piano. Only for the universal latitude. Imagine how you play for your pentatonic major scale, pentatonic minor scale, your Phrygian.